What's up, everyone, and welcome to a brand new City Skylines Let's Play episode on this channel. And for today, we are gonna be starting the last big expansion on this side of the city. Which means if we can finish it in this episode, this part of the city is gonna be completely finished. At least, kind of, because maybe we can change some things later on. Maybe we can make some improvements. For example, like we did in the last episode, we added some skyscrapers over here, so maybe, some things can change, or maybe we are even gonna add more in the future. But this is, yeah, probably the last big expansion on this part of the city. Which means if we can finish it in this episode, we only have this part of the city um, that we didn't do anything yet with. Kind of. We didn't build anything over here yet. Of course, we did make the cargo airport over here, which will go one day, and the day is coming pretty soon. But for now, it's still working pretty good. And yeah, cannot wait to actually finish the city to also build over here. I have some really cool ideas, I think, and some things that I didn't do yet in this game. So it's gonna be pretty exciting, but of course, we are going to focus on this area in this episode. And I think we can get pretty far. Maybe I'm gonna do some off-camera things so we can, speed the process up. But one thing's for sure, we're gonna get pretty far. So with that being said, not gonna, make the intro that long like last episode. Of course, last episode it has been some time. It has been like a week or 2 weeks since we uploaded, so that intro had to be a little bit longer. But that's it. Let's just get straight into all the things that I want to do, and yeah, let's see what we can do in this episode. So let's get some background music on, and what I want to begin with is this area over here. Now, I already have some ideas for this area, but I'm not sure what you guys are gonna think of it, because um, what I'm thinking about is I kind of want to continue this district style over here to this part of the island. So this is all gonna be very dense, very, you know, pretty nice looking. I think this looks pretty nice, so I want to continue with. And over here, as you can see, we could build some farms because it is available over here, as you can see, the specific resource you need. So what I want to do is I don't want to build a brand new farm, but I am going to expand this farm over here. And you may ask how am I going to do it? Some of you are already going to know this, but it's a little bit of a trick, I guess you can say. It's not really a trick, but it also is in a way. And what I want to do is we're gonna go to the district. We are going to go all the way over here. I know it's gonna look very stupid right now, but we're gonna paint this district over here. So this is gonna be a little expansion for the farm that it is already existing. So we don't have to build a brand new farm, basically. That's what my idea is, my plan. And then we are going to remove the kind of road that connects to the brand new district we just made, or area that we just made. And there you go. So maybe you think it's not connected now, but it is. It actually is. So that's pretty cool. If you didn't know this, maybe you can use it. But it's a pretty nice addition. It's not really a trick, as you can see. It's not really a game-breaking glitch or actual trick, but it also kind of is. So it's a kind of nice thing to do. Let's say if you don't want to build a brand new farm. So it's kind of nice. And I basically want to build a farm over here. And I think it's gonna look pretty good. I'm not sure if you guys like the idea. I can understand if you think why, but I think it could be pretty nice. So, and I was actually also thinking to build one pretty big skyscraper over here, but I am very sure some of you are not gonna like the idea that I have right now, but you will see very soon. Let's just start with building first. So, Let's begin with the simple roads over here. I just want to have a lot of grids like we did over here, basically. And let's see, so let's start very simple. I think this is also already pretty good. Is this gonna be a nice grid? No, of course it won't. Kind of, maybe. If you're gonna turn this off. Maybe, you know. If you're gonna delete this again, maybe this is gonna work. Yes, it will. Beautiful. Okay. Let's just make this all grids. Very simple. And you are not perfect? Yes, you are right now. Beautiful. And one more. That's just literally perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so... do I want to have a connection over here? That's a good question. What do I want to do? I think I already know something. Let's just get a road over here as well. Let's just make this straight. And it's not perfect, so let's try that again. Please? Maybe? I already know how to do this, I think. See, I really don't like sometimes how this game works. Like the mechanics, but... You know me, probably, complaining always, so let's stop that for a moment. Maybe I can actually... Yeah, okay, now it works. Okay, I'm just stupid, now I see. Perfect, that's actually perfect. And let's turn this on again, I guess. Oh, I fucked it up, kind of. Oh, wait. Is this the first time I have... I don't know if I can say this. Can I swear on this YouTube channel? Am I gonna get in trouble? Because I know there's a lot of things happening in YouTube right now, with like swearing and such. Please YouTube, don't ban me for this, or make my videos, you know, not available for most people. Please don't. I just made history, I cannot believe it. Okay, never mind. let's just ignore that. Nothing happened. YouTube, don't ban me. So I kinda wanna continue with this, with the tree line, like I did over here. And can we please make this look good? Please? Kind of, maybe? Give me a nice curve? Yes, thank you, that's beautiful. Yeah, I like it. Okay, that's nice. And then... where do I want to go now? I guess we're gonna make this also a straight road and just have a nice curve, maybe? That's pretty nice, I think. And then... doesn't have to be perfect, the grids, but I do want to have a nice perfect grid over here. And then we can just fill this up. This is gonna be pretty organic, which is pretty nice. We can have a nice curve over here as well, I guess. Could be pretty nice. And then we can have one connection. Do I want to have a connection over here? I think we do want to have a connection over here. So I think that this is gonna be a bit better. Like this, and then we can have maybe this road over here, just so we can make it look a bit different. Not everything should be the same road, I guess. Nice curve over here, and then we can have a nice entrance over here. It could be that it's gonna be pretty busy in this area of the map because of the farm that we're gonna build, so we're gonna have some, you know, traffic over here, but I don't think it's gonna get that bad, so I think we are gonna be okay. Hopefully, maybe. But we will see. I am thinking to also just have some zoning over here, and then literally the farm is gonna be right here. Maybe it's gonna look a bit stupid, but let's just see how it's gonna look, right? Let's just see. So, Okay, this is already a pretty good beginning. And I kind of want to continue with this road over here. And then we can have one over here connecting with this road. Another nice connection over here. Maybe another one, just to be sure. And then we could, you know, have some fun and have a connection over here as well. I guess. Looks pretty nice, I think. Yeah, pretty okay. And I do want to have another connection, but I think it's a little bit too much, right? I think it is a little bit too much. Although it is a pretty long section over here. No, you know what? I want to keep it. I want to keep it like this. Yeah, so what I want to do is I do want to use this building right here. Where is it? This one. And maybe you guys are gonna think, why? Why over here? It could be pretty cool, right? Let's just see. Look, this is what I mean. Is it a cool idea to just have one big skyscraper over here? I mean, it looks pretty good, right? Look at this. The only problem I have is it completely ruins this skyline over here. And that's probably the reason why I'm not gonna do this. But this looks pretty good. You gotta admit, this looks good. But now actually that I'm seeing this, it kind of ruins the whole skyline, so I'm actually not gonna do it. But it could have been a pretty cool idea. But yeah, we're not gonna do it. Just decided. So let's try to make this look a bit better as well. Let's just do it like this. Perfect. And then we are going to also already have a road over here. Let's just do it like this. So this is gonna be the place where the farm is gonna be, of course. Oh, this is a different district. Okay. We didn't have to do that. Why did I do that? Oh, now I see, of course. Yeah, okay, now I see. This district over here has the different district style. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna have the European style over here, of course. And then this is all gonna be European. I guess this whole area over here is gonna be European. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. I do want to have the zoning over here with this district style. So I'm gonna keep it like this over here. And let's just, I'll make this the same district over here. Like this. Okay, looking pretty good. And then it's gonna be actually pretty easy. Don't want to have any traffic lights over here. Nope, don't want to see you over there. Okay, that's gonna be okay, I guess. Then it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm gonna pause the game for a second. This is all gonna be residential, probably, because we have a huge demand, which is beautiful. Yeah, this is all gonna be, yeah, pretty much gonna be all residential. Because we have a lot of jobs available, primarily over here. Lots of jobs available over here as well. Yeah, so we need a lot of new people, basically. And we don't really need any industrial zoning, so I'm not gonna place any offices, I guess. We do need commercial. This could be a pretty nice park, I guess. These two districts over here. This could all be just zoning, I guess. Over here. With a nice park over here, maybe, or just a nice pathway. Please, work. Why are you snapping like that? That's... No, that's not gonna look good, right? Is it gonna look good? I don't think so. Oh, it actually does. Please work. Please? No? Yes. And then let's make this one also a bit better. That's nice. Very, very, very nice. With a little connection to this over here. Beautiful. Of course, we're gonna have a tree line, we are gonna have some parks, but let's just for now zone everything. And I guess this can be commercial. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be completely perfect. And I am thinking that this is a... Yeah, how am I gonna do this? What are we gonna do over here? I do just want to do this, to be honest. You know, it's a main road, so I do want to have commercial over here. You know what? No, I'm not gonna make this all commercial. This is gonna be residential, like this. That's better. And I think that I'm also just gonna zone this, I guess. Like this. And I'm not sure, but do we need educated people over here or uneducated? Oh, it doesn't really matter. You have highly educated, well educated. Okay, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah, okay. We have a lot of over-educated workers, but I don't think it makes a difference, right? I mean, they're still gonna work there, so I don't think it matters. Hopefully. Maybe I'm making a very big mistake now, but we will see. So I do want to place some schools over here, so everyone's gonna be a bit more happy. And we only have one school over here, so it's kind of crazy. Don't want to use this one, I want to use this one. Or just this one that I never use, but it looks beautiful. Kind of. But it doesn't really work in this district though. So we have this one, but it's way too big. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's way too big, unfortunately. So I guess we just have to use this one. Don't really want to use this one. Although, you know, it could work with the kind of style that we have going on over here. Could work. So I think I'm just gonna try it. And it can be perfect over here. That's beautiful. Right in the middle. Literally in the middle. And then I want to have some... I think I'm just gonna use a very simple one. Just a big one. Don't want to have too many of these schools just added everywhere. So we can have it next to the high school. But... Ooh, it could be... Oh, this could be pretty nice actually. In the middle? That's pretty cool. Right there. Oh, imagine. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, I like this. Imagine being a kid over here. Just playing and looking outside of the window and seeing a beautiful tree in the middle. um, I can fix this, by the way. I can use this. That's better. That's way better. Look at this view. It kind of still is effed up, but yeah. That is beautiful. With the airplane in the sky also. Beautiful. Okay, so oh, and I already pressed play, so everyone is already building. That's how much demand we have. Yeah, and let's do all the simple things. So I think we already used... Oh, we used this one over here. And this one over here. So let's use this one again, and let's have it right in the middle. Let's have it over here, I guess. Kind of is the middle of this area. Right there. And then we want to have a fire station. This one looks pretty cool, so let's have it at the other side. Police station could be right here, I guess. Okay. We are of course gonna add some details, but that's all gonna be okay. Yeah, looking pretty good. We have police, fire station, ambulance, crematorium, I guess. somewhere. Where the hell am I gonna place you guys? Well, I'm just gonna place one, I think. So, where the hell am I going to place you? I really hate you as a building. I'm not gonna lie. This looks... I think it's a really ugly building, so I just wanna have it somewhere that you're not gonna see it. I think this is gonna be just a nice little park, so I'm gonna try to, yeah, block it off with some trees. And we could even have some other things as well. We could have a gymnasium. Could be pretty nice over here, I guess, in the middle. We could even have a swimming pool. I don't know why, but you know, why not, I guess. At the other side, this would be a perfect spot to live. Look at this skyline. You have a gymnasium, a place to work, to just live life, I guess. You can have a school, you can go to school, you can be educated. Beautiful. Maybe with a nice little bridge to make this area a bit more special. And let's use a nice bridge. And you can be a bit more lower, to be honest. Where is the nice one? This one, with some nature. Beautiful. Love how it looks. Yep, I like it. And then with just a normal pathway over here. Well, you know what? Let's give it some space, actually. That's nice. And the zoning can stay, to be honest, but not on the main road. Don't really like the idea of that. That's nice, that's pretty nice, right? So some extra things over there. We could even have some extra things over here, but I'm not sure what I should do over here yet. So let's just keep it like this. And I think I'm going to let the game run. I'm gonna let everyone build. Gonna add some details. Maybe add some things over here. And then we are going to continue with the farm. So I will be back in just 1 second. Let's have a look what I can add in terms of extra things and details. And we are back. So, details, zoning, services, even some extra little things here and there. As you can see, I even added some new parks. So, looking really good. And this is exactly what I wanted. So, very happy, of course. As I told you guys before, it's gonna be very similar to this district that we have over here, without the tall buildings. And well, look at this beautiful skyline. Very, very, very happy. I must say I'm very happy. And we even have a fire, so hopefully the fire station is gonna fix this. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, looking very good. Of course, also added some piers over here. So looking very, very nice. Even added some parks over here. Yep, nothing too special, but I just, you know, filled in everything with some trees and, of course, the pattern that we also use over here. Also added it to this side, and everything has been completely filled in. So I also even added already some things over here. Nothing special, just commercial zoning, lots of trees, and I even added some new zoning over here as well, just a brand new road also over here. So everything has been completely squeezed in, as you can see, and I'm pretty happy with the result. So yeah, very happy. Oh, and I also added some new nature over here. So this area over here is kind of finished, this island. You know, nothing too special, just 3 beautiful harbors with some beautiful looking parking lots, trees. It's a very nice mix. I'm pretty happy how this is all looking. So yeah, looking very nice, and everything is working. We still have almost 0 traffic over here, if you're gonna have a look at the cargo ships, which is also good to see. And also, to be honest, I also already activated 2 brand new ones over here. So looking good. It's not that busy. so that's pretty good. But the only thing that I'm not happy about, of course, is these harbors over here, because if I activate this one, it's gonna get way too busy. And I know I can adjust the budget. I have had a look at this before, and I think also someone said it in the comments, so thank you for saying it, by the way. But it's ships and ferries, so harbor and ferry depot can support more ships and ferries with a higher budget. So we are also gonna have less ferries, I guess. But I should have a good look at it when I'm going to, you know, add the ferries in the city. So yeah, I'm gonna have a good look at it, but for now, the cargo ships are still working, which is very good to see. Yeah, just wanted to have a quick look at this, but let's continue. So it's looking so much better without the cargo ships in the middle over here. It's looking way better. So yeah, we are going to now continue with the farm, and I think we are also going to have a look at what we can add over here on this island, and then we are probably going to add some details again off camera. So yeah, let's see what we can do. So let's have a look. And I really do like the look of this island being this dense. I really do like it, especially next to this one also. Looking very nice. But let's continue. So we are going to the farms over here, and we are just going to fill in everything over here as much as we can. So I don't know how I'm exactly gonna do it, but we're gonna have some fun. So, oh, and we are saving. I think we are going to, for sure, use this road over here. So we're gonna have a junction, and I'm just gonna use the normal road for now. Actually, I am lying to you. We are going to use the industrial roads, because that's why it's there, for industry. Let's see how much we can add. So I do like these ones, so I'm gonna use them for sure. Let's see. I want to fill it in as much as possible, to be honest. And I know it's gonna be a bit of a stupid idea to have farms next to houses with the noise, but I think it's gonna work. Hopefully. I was just thinking about it, but yeah. Maybe it's not gonna be the best idea, but we will see. And can we even squeeze in more with this one? The bigger one? No, we can't. We're just gonna experiment a little bit right now, I think. Because I'm not sure what we can do. We can add this one. It's a farm maintenance building. I guess we gotta need one like them. One of those. I guess we can do something like this. And I would love to just make this all the same like we have over here, but that's not possible, unfortunately. We have some silos and some other things that we can add, so that's nice. No, we can add some little things. Not this, that's for sure. Maybe we can have a bigger one over here, or just next to it. It's gonna be a better idea, I think. And it's already unbalanced, so I don't have to do nothing about it. Maybe just a little one over here with a silo next to it. Okay, kind of filled in. And I already like this one that we have over here, so I don't have to change it. Okay, so that's pretty good. And I also already, as you can see, even added some extra zoning over here with some new roads. So just in case if you wondered why it's looking bigger, it actually is bigger because I added some extra roads. So yeah, looking pretty good. Where are we gonna go now? I do wanna continue with this. With these ones. This one can be over here. Please work. That's pretty good. And it's not gonna be perfect, that's for sure, but we can get pretty close, I think. Come on, that's perfect. And then we can have this one over there. We can have. Do I want to use the same? Or do I want to do something else? I think we're gonna choose this one. Okay, we can have a road over here if we want to. Like this. I think that's what we are gonna do. Okay. What do I want to add over here? What can we do? We can have a worker place, I guess. But I don't think I want to use it over here. Maybe over here. Right there. And then we can have some extra little farms here and there. I do like how they look, to be honest, so they are pretty detailed, which is nice, of course. And then maybe a little silo. Okay. Looking good. I think we are gonna continue with this one. And I also, of course, as you can see, added this road next to the waterfront. Instead of leaving some space over here. So we don't have to use more trees. Which looks pretty nice. We, of course, already have some trees on the road. So, pretty good. Then we can also do the same over here. Just adding some extra things, I guess. Maybe 2 of them. And then one more over here with another silo. Okay, looking pretty nice. And then we can just continue, I guess, with the kind of pattern that we have right now. So this time I want to go to this side, I guess. And we could even have some animals, but I'm not sure if we should use them. I'm not sure. We will see. So let's do something like this. Have a road there, and then maybe one animal farm right here. Multiple ones. 2 of them. Then we can have, yeah, sheep can be over there, and then maybe some pigs right here. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, but you know, why not? Let's give it some variety. Now I'm confused. What did I just say? Variety? I cannot even say it. Idiot. Okay, this one's working. It always takes some time before it works. But I guess you will be okay, hopefully. Yeah, and then we are going to give you guys something else also. Don't really want to use the greenhouse. Let's do this, I guess. And then can we have a big one? Yes, we can. That's kind of perfect, actually. And then where are we gonna go now? It's very hard to make this look good because you cannot make it a curve. You have to make it square, I guess. You almost have to make it a square almost every single time because otherwise it's just not gonna work. And that's what City Skylines 2 does very good. You can make a farm look very nice. So cannot wait to do that, to be honest. We could even have some more over here. You know what? No, actually I want to use the bigger one. Because then you're gonna get a house right there. Exactly. Let's do potatoes. Sure. And then maybe some extra farms again. I know it's gonna get very busy now, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna take some time and it's gonna be a bit less busy. So let's have 2 of them next to each other. And then maybe another one over there. Yeah, we can have some extra fronts over here as well, I guess. And then, you know, I think we are getting pretty far actually. What am I doing? We can have even more over here, but I think it's gonna be enough. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with what we have now, so I think we are just gonna add some extra little smaller things over here. With a little silo, and then something like this. And I have no idea what to add over here, to be honest, so maybe 2 of them next to each other again, and then just a couple of these again, with some trees maybe, with some details. But all in all, this is looking pretty nice, and maybe some of you are gonna think, no, this is just no. But I think I like it. It's very nice to have a combination, you know, residential, and then we have some farms. Sometimes you have this also in real life, of course not literally like this, with high density next to it, but you know, I do like the combination actually. So of course it's busy now, but we're gonna be okay, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty happy. So gonna add some details later, but now I actually want to continue. And we are almost at 160k, that's crazy. Very nice to see. And it's already, as you can see, getting busy over here, but we are still kind of okay, so let's keep an eye on that. So, let's continue over here with adding some things. And I'm not sure what to add, so let's have a good look. Don't really want to add any skyscrapers over here. I don't think it's gonna work. A zoo is a little bit of a weird place to have a zoo, but no, that's no, we're not gonna do that. We still have this one. We're not gonna use it over here, but we still have it, which is pretty nice. Don't really. Ooh, no, you know, it's not even that bad of an idea, I think. But I do want to use this building somewhere else, so we're not gonna use it, I think. A helicopter park. Why is it named? Okay, this is really weird. Okay, lungs of the city. We are not gonna place it over here. This one looks pretty good, actually. But I don't know, it doesn't really work, I guess. I don't know why. I think this is gonna be a really random district. And that could be pretty good, but... Oh, we still have a traffic park. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, that's not what we're gonna use, that for sure. We even have this one yet, still. But I wanna use this one somewhere else. We don't have that much anymore, and I'm so stupid. I should have unlocked every unique building, but we cannot do it anymore. Very stupid of me, but it is how it is. I want to have one unique building over here, just something. Not this one. We still have an airport, apparently. Trade shows and conferences attract visitors from near and far. Requirements for building the space. Okay. That's a really random visitor capacity, 562. That's really random. Okay. We can have an aquarium, but I don't really like the way it looks over here. We can have a science center, but it's a little bit random. No, no, no. No, it really doesn't work, right? Am I stupid or? I mean, it could work with some details, but damn, it's one ugly building. Wow. No, that's not what we're gonna do. No, 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 no. That's not what we're gonna do. Nope. You know, this one is the only building that I could maybe use over here. So I think we're gonna use it. I do want to have something over here, right? Just one unique building. And actually, it's a really weird building, but this area is gonna be pretty weird, so I think I'm gonna use it. But where? Where the hell am I going to place you? Because you're very big. You know what? That's a pretty good spot actually. Yes. No, this actually works. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that actually. So you are now connected. No, you're not. Okay, so we gotta wait a little bit. What are we gonna add more over here? So let's just see what we all wanna add. So one thing's for sure. I do wanna add. Where is it again? I didn't even know we can have cable cars. I didn't even know. Okay, that's really random. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So we do want to have a blimp in the city in the future. So we do need a depot. So let's just build it over here for now. We do need a where is it? This one? No, we just built this one. A helicopter depot. We also need that one. Uh, what do we need more? What do we need more? I don't think we need anything, to be honest. Nope. Nope. Hmm. We have the helicopter depots, every single one. We have healthcare, we have police, we have fire in the city. And they are right here, so we don't have to build these ones. A response unit, I'm not gonna build that over here. I think it's just gonna be a area full of commercial, I guess. Just a big spot for tourists. So I wanna give you guys a nice area. I think I'm gonna use you guys over here. So this area is gonna be like a combination, you know? It's gonna be a little bit of functionality for the city, some services, and then also some tourists. Some, you know, things for tourists to do. Because it is kind of a perfect spot for these things. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna keep it like this. And of course we need lots of detail over here. So we do need a lot of parking lots over here. That's one thing to be sure of. So kinda wanna have a small park behind this unique building over here. Is it gonna be perfect? No, it is not gonna be perfect. Nope. You know what? Yeah, let's make it a dead end, like this. It's not gonna be perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, we can make it a bit better. And And then we can have a path in the middle. Something like this. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we are getting somewhere, I guess. And then this can be a park, to be honest, with some commercial. Not actually a park that actually works, but you know, just for fun. Hey, you're still not connected? Come on. Okay, so let's just add some commercial over here. And look at the demand for residential just getting up again. Like, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so we have a parking lot. We have this beautiful building over here. It's gonna be a lot of details, that's for sure. And we do have a beach over here. I don't know if you want to use it. I don't think a lot of people are gonna use it. Or would use it in real life, but that's kind of nice for this area, so this road doesn't really need any zoning, so we can turn that off. And then we have a perfect grid over here for commercial. You are building there, which means you have electricity. Okay, looking good. Then I can have one over here connecting everything up. We can destroy that. And then we can have a big commercial plaza, I guess, kind of. Trust me, guys. I know it's looking a bit weird, but trust me, it's gonna look pretty good. I do have an idea. Lots and lots and lots of commercial. Don't connect, please. Thank you. Lots and lots of commercial. What the hell are you doing? No, why are you not perfect? How is that possible? How is that possible? You should be perfect. And you're not. So let's do the little trick. And then you, of course, ruin everything. Okay. Then, of course, we have zoning over here. So let's do a little trick once again. Just for now. Okay. Commercial, commercial, commercial. With some pathways again. Wow, okay, that's really weird. It is a perfect grid. So I don't know why it does that, but okay. Then we are gonna use this one. You know what? No, I'm gonna have a tree line there. And let's just do it for now like this. Okay. Doesn't look that bad. Not at all. Can we have these ones over here? No, we don't, because this doesn't have zoning. Oh yes, it does, actually. I do want to have a couple of these ones over here. And you're not gonna work. This game. Sometimes I love this game. This game is so good at rage baiting sometimes, it's unbelievable. Yeah, that's better. You're not gonna rage bait me today. So let's do it like this. So taxi stands right there. We're gonna have some buses going over here. So maybe we can even have a small little bus hub. Could be pretty nice at the end, right there. Is it gonna work that good? No, probably not, but it could look pretty good. And that's exactly the problem that I have. I always want to make a good looking city and then it doesn't work. Yeah. But let's just try it anyways. Yeah, how are we gonna do this? We are going to have no zoning over here. That's for sure. No zoning on the roundabout. We are gonna have some extra commercial. One big commercial area. we're gonna do the same over here. We're gonna do the same on the other side as well. Details will come soon, so gonna add some extra things as well, trees and such. Just a straight road there. Pretty good. And then we can do something like this. Doesn't look that bad. So we have some commercial right there. And that's about it. Parking lots, of course, for this unique building over here and this one. Gonna add some details over here. Adding some trees and such. Maybe even a nice big park over here. I'm gonna have a good look. That's one thing to be sure of. So this is gonna be a pretty good transformation, and I'm also gonna add some details over here. I know it's still pretty busy, but we're gonna be okay. So yeah, let me add some details over here and also over here, and then we are going to have a look at this area over here, because then the buildings, or yeah, every building is gonna be done over here. So let's have a look. So I basically went all out, to be honest, and just to try to make it look as good as possible, because I'm not gonna lie, I was worried a little bit about what I was doing with the buildings that I added and all that stuff, but it turned out pretty damn great, to be honest. So yeah, as I said before, I went all out with trying to have as much as detail as possible, even added some new pathways, some trees, some vegetation everywhere, even some fences, as you can see, some nice colored trees. Never use these ones, so yeah, some pink ones, red ones, even some bright green ones, which are also looking pretty good. Yeah, and all in all, looking pretty nice. Just try to add as much detail as possible, and even a brand new, what's even the name, a helicopter stop, so we can actually begin with adding these stops everywhere in the city, so we can have some choppers flying around, some actual commercial passenger choppers instead of just the police choppers and all that stuff. So that could be pretty cool. Yeah, also added a brand new balloon, and I have no idea where it is. Yeah, it's right there, all the way. It did go all the way over here to the other one, but pretty funny. Sometimes you see it also going to this bridge, and I also made some nice looking images or screenshots, so I will post these also very soon, but it looks pretty cool. And yeah, very happy. Also added some details next to the unique building, some nice trees all in all, just everywhere, and even some new pathways just made everything look a bit more professional, I guess. So the roads are all a bit more wide, which looks pretty good. Even some new parking lots everywhere. I really tried to squeeze in everything, as you can see. But yeah, look at this. Look at this beautiful skyline in the background. This one over here, this one all the way over here you can even see, and of course the downtown skyline. Look at it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I also added this advanced wind turbine, so we don't have to, make these power lines, which looks pretty damn ugly in my opinion. So yeah, all in all, looking very good. And of course I also added some extra trees over here, so everything has been filled in. We have no issues at all with traffic, so that has been completely fixed in this area. And yeah, looking good. Also, I did one thing. I improved the road over here to a full lane highway, and it actually worked very well. And as you can see, sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. But as you can see, it's flowing, and sometimes it's just not working. It's because of the crossing. Someone said it in my comment section, someone that is also almost always helping me with these things. And yeah, as you can see, it's still not working perfectly, but it's probably because of these ones with the crossing, so I should probably upgrade these ones to these highways. But I already did it, and it didn't really work off camera. So maybe I'm gonna do it again. Maybe I'm gonna let the game run a little bit more this time. But yeah, as you can see, it works sometimes, you know? The roundabout is actually working. It's just very busy and yeah, they are still doing some stupid things on this road. So we kind of fixed it. Of course, we also kind of fixed it in the last episode when we actually built this interchange. But you know, it's working, as you can see. I just told you. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's just a bit too busy, but you know, and there we go. They are stopping again. So yeah, they are not stopping anymore at this place. Of course, now he is stopping because it's a bit too busy over here, but they are not stopping anymore, which is good. So that's just the only thing I wanted to show you, and I don't. Maybe you saw it, but I don't think you've seen it. Maybe. We have reached 160,000 people and we are growing like crazy. So that's absolutely beautiful. Very happy to see that, even though we have a little bit of a dead wave on this area already. But nonetheless, imagine if we didn't have this much of a. Um, Imagine if we didn't have all those people dying. Like, we almost have 1,000 people right there. That's pretty crazy. So imagine if we didn't have that. I mean, we would be at 200? I'm not even joking. I think we would be very close to 200. Maybe 180,000 people. But we are growing. Of course, we are now declining, but it's growing, declining, growing, declining. We almost had 162, I believe, at one time. So we are doing very good. City is looking good. This area is looking pretty damn beautiful. Um, this area, of course, over here has been completed. And we only have to have a look at the transportation, you know? Connecting this area up with the rest of the city, with buses, maybe even metros, because we do have one over here. So maybe we're going to use it instead of just this being decoration. And maybe even some other things, you know? Maybe we are going to already begin with the helicopters. Maybe we're gonna begin with the ferries, but that's something I have to look at in the next episode because we have been playing for quite some time and I'm pretty happy with what we did in this episode. So I'm gonna leave it like this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the pretty amazing support you guys are giving, or you guys have given. And yeah, cannot wait to begin building over here, which we will be doing very soon. But I still have some other things I want to do, and maybe this is not gonna be it for this area because I still have one idea that I want to implement, maybe. But you will see. You will see very soon. So cannot wait. Stay tuned, of course, for the next couple of episodes. I am planning to upload some newer episodes and also some new videos about all the topics as well. But of course, it's gonna be related to City Skylines and City Skylines 2 probably. So with that being said, once again, thank you so much for watching and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and like this video if you enjoyed it. But that's it. So see you in the next one. Ciao guys. This is a perfect thumbnail opportunity, which I'm gonna take right now. Ciao.